Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be just to get ready with me. I have been out on the trot for a few nights and you know I'm getting old and I'm not fit to do this anymore and I'm starting to look a wee bit tired. So I thought today's video would be quite nice because I can show you what I use basically to make me look a bit more alive the next day and to brighten the areas that are dark and just to make me look more human again, and so I can go out and have a bit of lunch basically. I have used the Naked 3 palette to do this eye look. I will zoom you in so you can have a wee look. So that's the eye look. It's quite basic, it's just a sort of daytime smoky. Yeah, so I thought it would be good to show you what I do to basically look more human, more presentable to the public. Nobody needs to see me looking washed out. And as we're going for a wee bit of lunch, I kind of wanted to look half decent and nothing too over the top. I didn't want too much fuss. So I've just used that one palette because everything's there that I need. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see what I've done, keep watching. First up, on with the lip balm. Because everybody's dehydrated after a night out. Now, for my base, I'm using my Smashbox Original Full Finish Primer all over my face. Just take about that much. I'm also going to use my Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch primer, and I've just take a wee bit on my finger and it goes around my nose. For eye primer, I'm using my Urban Decay just eyeshadow primer potion. Teeny tiny little dot. And just let that set a wee minute. So while everything's going on, I've started using the 17 Stay Time 18-hour concealer, and I did like it, but it didn't really cover up as much as it should. And as I've been out a couple of nights on the run and been up till what, 4:30 last night, I need something to help brighten and make me look a bit less tired today. So I'm going to use this before my foundation, just in and around my eyes. So let me just, I've got the mirror just down here, so in case you're wondering. I'm not too dark under there for a change. Now going in with a round dome brush from Real Techniques, which is really dirty, so don't look, but it's a handy brush to dab. And I dab this in a bit to start with, and you can see already it sort of helps brighten that wee area a bit. And then I press it with my finger. So already that area is a bit more bright. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not using the big box light today because I can't get it set up in the area that I want to record this, unfortunately. I'll figure it out. Now, I'm going in with my foundation. I'm using the Revlon Colour Stay foundation, and I have the shade Ivory, which is nice and light. I've got hardly any left, so get that down there. While that's running down, another thing to help me look more human, this is a wee sample I have of a Smashbox Radiance highlighter. You can use it all over your face, and I just mix that in with my foundation at the very start. So on the back of my hand I will take some. So I've mixed together the highlighter and the foundation in the back of my hand, and now I'm just putting it on my face. I'm going in with my damp beauty sponge. I'm just going to bounce that onto my skin. Now I've done the first sort of run over. I'm just going over again with a tiny bit of foundation on my sponge, and I'm lightly dabbing it onto areas where I have a bit of redness or a wee spot coming up. So that's my base done. So it helps to lighten my face, and I do look a bit less tired than when I started, which is no bad thing. I'm going to set my face with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder, and I'm just using a big brush from Bare Minerals. It's their full flawless face brush, and just bouncing that onto my face. So that's my foundation and everything all set and in place. Now, for eyes, I am taking my pink gold Maybelline Colour Tattoo and put a bit of that on my eyes. I'm just going to pat that in with just a flat eyeshadow brush. It's just acting as a base for what we're about to put on. So I'm going to use my Naked 3 palette today, and I am going to start with Trick, which is this slightly goldy bronzy toned colour. And again, I'm just going in with a flat shader brush and putting that all over the moving part of my lid. So I will just quickly blend that out. Just a fluffy brush. This is from Crown Brushes. Now I'm going in with an angled fluffy brush with Mugshot, which is this slightly darker brown, kind of deep bronzy colour. More of a chocolatey sort of brown with a bit of shimmer in it. And I'm just lightly tapping my brush into it, knocking off the excess. And I'm going to just do a light V and just blend it in ever so slightly. I'm blending that colour into my crease. Quite like this wee brush because you can just pop it there and you just blend it back and forth. And because of the angle, this bit fits into the crease nicely, and then the top actually comes along at the top and blends everything out. Less fuss. This is from Bare Minerals. It's an eye defining brush. So I've softened that out a bit. I'm going to take just a normal angle brush, nothing too small here because I'm using eyeshadow, and I'm going to just take a bit of Dark Side, which is this darker colour here. It has got a wee bit of shimmer, but it's more matte than anything else, and I'm taking that on this little angled brush very lightly, and I'm going to just along my lash line press that powder in. Sort of bring it in with that V slightly. And I'm also going to run it just a little bit along the outside of my lower lash line. So we have a wee bit of a wing in the darker brown, just a wee bit. I'm just very lightly going to go in with this sort of big fat angle brush. This is from Real Techniques, and I think it's actually the eyebrow brush, can't remember. It's quite a big fat angle brush. And I'm just using it to soften that out under my eyes. And that angle as well. And lightly brushing it into the other brown, into the crease, so it all blends a bit better. And going back to my fluffy brush, I'm going to take Strange, which is this flesh coloured matte shadow. I'm just going to run that under my eyebrows just to help everything blend up a bit. And I've also just run it down in towards my tear duct. I don't really want a shimmery eyeshadow in there because I shimmer all over my lid, so just a lighter colour helps just as much. So that's the eyeshadow done, but I'm just going to go in now with my Rimmel Scandalized pencil in nude, and I'm going to run that along my lower waterline. Again, anything to help get rid of any redness or anything in around my eyes. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. And for mascara today, I'm using my Glam Eyes Day to Night. It's the Rimmel mascara, and I'm going with the volume side of it. This is in, I think it's brown black. Yes, brown black. Because it's just a wee bit softer around my eyes than just a black mascara. So I applied the mascara to my top lashes and a wee bit on the outer third of my lower lashes. And I'm just running a wee metal comb through. And so I like my lashes to separate as much as possible. Now, for my brows, I just comb them through with a spoolie brush. I'm taking a teeny angle brush. This is from Delium Tools, and I think it's just an eyebrow brush. It's 762. Teeny tiny. I'm just going to fill my brows in and give them a wee bit more shape. So that's it for the eyes. Now for blush today, I'm going in with my Rock Contour from Benefit. Excuse the state of my nails. Yeah, night out, that will happen. You will have rubbish nails the next day. It's a rule, I think, somewhere. And I'm taking, this is a chisel brush from Crown Brushes, and it's natural fibre, so it's quite nice for applying blush. And I start at the back and lightly work my way forward. I don't really want too much on today, because I've got a lot going on with my eyes, so I don't need loads of blush too. So that's the blush done. Now for lips, I'm going in with my Cream Puff from Collection, and this is, it's a matte finish, and it's in Fairy Cake. And then just over the top, I'm going in with my Revlon Just Bitten Kiss Butt Balm Stain from Honey. Now I'm lightly going to dust my face over with my Hourglass Ambient Powder in Ethereal Light. You can never have too many things trying to brighten your face, I think, after a night out. Oh, and I'm using Delium Tools brush, and it's the 980, and it's this fabulously huge, big, soft, fluffy brush. Lastly, I'm going to set my face with my Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray, and it's the All Nighter Spray. So that's the finished look. So I will link the blog post down below listing all the products that I've used, so you can check that out. Yeah, and that is it. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like if you like, please subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!